Once again, Mr. Wonderful makes his appearance into the FC Sneaker Factory for you beautiful people out there. The fellas out there, oh, and those beautiful ladies that I call my cheerleaders. Oh, the ladies that just get my heart pumping. As we know, a brand new fit, so therefore that means there's a fucking brand new episode for you beautiful people out there. An episode that entails a brand new segment when it comes to the FC Sneaker Factory. As you know, I'm continuously writing in that catalog that I have created a couple years ago as of now. That catalog that I continuously write in, and I continuously add pages and pages of profiles to. So I was just relaxing. I was relaxing at home, have no plans for this afternoon, this evening. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and look through my closet. And I came across this shirt. This shirt I have not seen and I have not worn for a good amount of time. As you can see, this was when Nike was pumping out those Muppets when it came to Kobe and LeBron. This one right here, I don't know who it is. I mean, your guess is as best as mine. If you know, then why don't you just drop a comment down below, because I'm not sure who it is. To me, they always look the same. And they always had like some different voices that didn't even sound like Kobe or LeBron. But this was a shirt that came from Undefeated in collaboration with Nike. As you can see, you just have the Just Do It right there. It's in that beautiful heather gray. I am wearing some nice light blue woven Nike shorts. So just a great short to wear when I'm relaxing. So just relaxing. So I came across this shirt and it dawned on me. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and do a Kobe, or I should say a LeBron and a Kobe segment and put them together for the sake of this shirt. So that's what we're going to be doing when it comes to this segment. Is we're going to be looking at some LeBrons first, and then wrap it up with some Kobe's. Of course, you know, when it comes to the FC Sneaker Factory and when it comes to Mr. Wonderful, I have an amazing amount of Kobe's and LeBron's. I was a big fan of I wasn't a big fan of Kobe the player, but I was a big fan of his shoes when it came to like the styling of his shoes and when it came to like the colorways. Big fan of low top, so that's why I was a big fan of his shoes. LeBron, same thing. I was a big fan of the, I would say, the LeBron from like maybe 5 on up when it came to his shoes. So I still have a good amount in my collection that I have not got rid of, or I probably will never get rid of, that I'm just preserving and occasionally wearing. So when it comes to this one, as you can read in the thumbnail, I mean, of course the thumbnail will never lie to you. And when it comes to Mr. Wonderful, I will never fucking lie to you because I deliver what's on my thumbnail. There's never any type of trickery going on when it comes to the SC Sneaker Factory and when it comes to my content. So you read the thumbnail. If you don't know what you're going to be looking at, then, I mean, you're in for a treat, because I haven't seen this shoe in quite some time. And I just barely, when I was preparing for this episode, I was like, wow. I forgot how beautiful, how amazing this shoe is. And I'm not really a big fan of this specific model, but when it came to this colorway, it just, I mean, oh my God. It's just it's a beauty. So, as you all know how I do it, Mr. Wonderful is in the FC Sneaker Factory and ready to get and knock another one out of the fucking park like I always do. I already did the fit check. Now let's go ahead and go on to the segment, because we are entering, I mean, look at the skin's always looking, the hair, of course. The fit is always looking for amazing for you beautiful people. And I'm just relaxing at home, so I'm not trying to go out or do anything today. Let me go ahead and open the books, because we are on Sneaker Profiles 301. Now let's take a look at this amazing LeBron. This LeBron, I feel like, just does not get enough love when it comes to the colorway and the shoe. So let's go ahead and just knock this one out of the park. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look at the box. Box is different when it came to this. I want to say, because I want to say I had another one in the FC Sneaker Factory, but a different colorway. And I want to say they all had this similar style box. So just a pretty cool box when it came to a lot of nice designing, as you can see right there. Not your standard, so you have the Lebron 17 right there, but not like a standard box that you would see. And on top, you see that LeBron in gold, and then the 17 in gold as well. Let's take a look at that, because that's where I really want you to focus on right there. Let's take a look at that. Let me see if I can get a nice view for you beautiful people out there. But as you can see, it says LeBron 17 LMTD in that beautiful size 10.5. And then you could see it does say white, tech gray, and I cannot read those other ones. Quasar purple. So white, tech gray, quasar purple. So let me try one more time, and if not, I'm just gonna give up. Yeah, it's not gonna come in. But yeah, that's basically what it reads. Let me go ahead and open up the box for you. Got your standard tissue paper. Got my Nike receipt right here. So unfortunately, this was not a retail pickup. I actually had a chance to pick this up. I forgot what state I was in and what city I was in at the time, but I actually had a chance to actually purchase it at a Nike town. I just forgot where, or a Nike store. And I was like, you know what? I'm not sure if I really want it. So I kind of slept on it. And then I was like, you know, I have to go back and carry this on, on the plane with me. So that was another thing. And then finally, when I made my decision, I was like, I'm just going to buy it. It was $200 retail price on this. So it was a pretty expensive LeBron. But finally, when I decided, okay, I'm just going to pick it up, I went down there and they sold out. So I was like, damn, I missed my opportunity at that. So then I was just looking on, like, I want to say at this time I was actually looking on stuff on StockX, but also on eBay. I was actually doing my primary shopping on eBay at this current time. So this one was purchased on eBay. Like I said, a retail price of $200, and this shoe came out on September 27th of 2019. And this was, I want to say, the first colorway that was released when it came to the LeBron 17. And like I said, an absolute gem when it comes to this shoe. We'll go ahead and go into the details, but let me know what you think about this one at the tail end of this video. Okay, so we are looking at sneaker profiles 301 right here, and this is the LeBron 17, and this is known as the Future Air. So when it comes to this model specifically, pretty much all the models when it came, or all this series when it came to the 17, is they all had this nice knit posit that went on throughout the entire shoe. And then specifically this one, I mean, you have some crazy colors when it comes to that orange, and then also that iridescent hits when it came to this specific hits on this shoe. So as you see, this is that nice, it says it's gray, but it also can be white as well. So this is like, I would say a little bit a light gray color when it comes to this knit posit material. As you can see, you have different styles of materials going on when it comes to this one. You have different textures, I should say. So you see a different texture on the toe box, but also on the side panel, you do see a completely different texture when compared to the toe box. And that same texture goes throughout the entire lateral side, and then looks like it's going towards the rear part of the shoe. When it comes to the midsole, you do have a nice white hit right here, but besides that, it is this nice, like, it's kind of like a grayish color, or more of like a translucent midsole when it comes to this specific shoe right here. That leads pretty much throughout the entire lateral side of the shoe, as you can see, even up through here. And then you have this beautiful iridescent 3D swoosh coming out from the lateral side, and look at that huge orange air unit. Love that. And then also a little bit of hit when it comes to the orange right there as well on that air unit posit. Besides that, you do have that, it's like a translucent, but it also like an iridescent type outsole, as you can see. Let's take a look at the rear part. So you got more of that knit posit, that same type of texture going on. And then I love this right here. Let me bust this out for you. This beautiful iridescent. Look at remove before launch. I love that. Just, you know what it kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of like Back to the Future 2 with the whole like futuristic type shoe when Marty obviously got it from Doc when they went on Back to the Future 2. So let's go ahead and go on to this though. But look at that. You have this beautiful translucent midsole right there. It is in that nice, it's like a grayish color when it comes to the midsole. You do still have that orange air exposed air unit, that iridescent type outsole. You got a nice little loop or a little hole right here for that tag. But I mean, if I'm gonna wear it, I wouldn't wear that tag hanging out. So let's look at the medial side. The medial side, you do have that same texture coming from the lateral side now going, and then also the rear part, but now continuously going in the medial side. But it's a shorter cut when it comes to that texture. And you have a different texture when it comes to going towards the toe box, but you do have that nice knit posit material going towards the toe box. This right here is actually white when it comes to the front part of the midsole, but then you also have this nice like translucent gray color midsole right here when it comes to the medial side. Orange, you got that nice orange air unit, and then also that beautiful translucent but iridescent outsole. Orange air unit right here, as you can see, and then that continuation of that outsole when it comes to the iridescent color. As you can see right here, you do have a Nike and a swoosh right here at the very top part of the outsole, but you do see that iridescent right there color on the outsole. And then look at that beautiful tongue. That tongue, I mean, to me, when I look at that tongue, obviously it's a hologram and it's in iridescent, but it reminds me of like Voltron. If you know what Voltron is, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you should all agree with me, but it definitely reminds me of Voltron. It gives me that vibe. Let's take a look at that front part of the shoe. Iridescent entire outsole basically, but you do have a nice orange hit. And then you see that that translucent outsole, and you can uncover that orange color underneath it. Same thing with these two pods as well. But besides that, it's pretty much in that iridescent outsole, which I love. I'm a huge fan of iridescent. I just love how that hits. But let's take a look at this. The aerial part, the aerial view. My favorite part of the shoe is the aerial view. Let's take a look at the aerial view so you can actually see this hologram tongue even more. So aerial view, as you can see, you have that knit posit material on the entire toe box. You have that nice hologram tongue, but you do see the lion, and then I believe that's the mouth of the lion, and then inside of all that. So just a nice hit. You do have that orange border going around the tongue. Let's take a look at the entire insole of the shoe, or the insole of this shoe right here. So insoles all in orange. Same thing with the ankle collar. Not much cushioning when it comes to the ankle collar, but I mean, I'm trying to think, have I ever put one of these on? I don't think I have. But look at the insole though. You do have the Nike and then the R in there. And then there's other things going on, but it's just a nice orange tongue. Definitely have a lot of futuristic things going on inside the tongue. And that's why it's called the Future. This is called Future Air because at this time Nike was really trying to go towards the more futuristic basketball shoes when it came to the Nike basketball. So, which is a really cool look when it came to this specific one. He did another one. I want to say I did another review on another one. I want to say it was engineered to the exact launch specifications of LeBron R. James. So that's a pretty cool touch. I never really saw that right there. And then I love that tag. Very cool on that tag. I just love how that iridescent just definitely pops when it comes to that. And you have right here, I even forgot to point that out, a nice little tag right there, and it does have LeBron James, the LJ with the crown, but you also in orange it says knit posit, but There you go, right there. Perfect. Pretty cool. Pretty cool touch. A lot of these little details like that I'd never picked up on until right now. Because I mean, honestly, like I mentioned numerous times, I just really never look at my shoes. Once I purchase them, if I'm not gonna wear them or if I'm not gonna do a profile, and obviously in 2019 I was not doing any profiles on these shoes. I wasn't even on YouTube at this time. I was just basically just buying them. If I wasn't gonna wear them, just put them away, and then whenever I do decide to wear them, that's the only time I would actually bust them out. But since I'm doing a profile on this, I was like, you know what's a better time than to bust this one out right here. Gorgeous shoe, bright shoe, a lot of nice orange and iridescent hits when it comes to that one, but just look at that. Gorgeous. How many people remember this one? I'm sure, honestly, I really don't see a lot of people talking about the LeBron 17 very much. More people always talk about like the LeBron 8, stuff like that. But that one right there, that's a gem. That's a gem that I want to say I feel like a lot of people have forgotten about. And it's just good to see that back out. And that's why I'm doing these profiles, to basically give you remembrance of these shoes. So maybe, hey, they may bring you to go purchase this shoe. Who knows? I don't know, and I don't care. But all I know is it's in my FC Sneaker Factory. And this book is shut on this one. Sneaker Profiles 301, a fucking gem to go in my catalog of shoes that's in the FC Sneaker Factory behind me. I appreciate each and every single one of you for stopping by, for coming in and giving me your attention for a little over 16 minutes now. I appreciate that. And just like I always say, keep tuning in, keep supporting the channel if you want to be a fucking winner. If you choose to be a loser, then you're already doing it. Continue to go support those other sneakerhead channels, those fake ass wannabe sneakerheads that give you advice on stuff that you never asked for. But when it comes to Mr. Wonderful, I always deliver you the fucking best when it comes to my collection, and when it comes to a lot of people that they don't even have this shit in their rotation or to even ever have a chance to put on foot. I appreciate myself for bringing you this profile. But I appreciate you also for stopping by, because, without you, this channel would be nothing. And then also, just to let you on, I'm going to give you a little secret here. You see that little icon? It says, it's in black and it says subscribe in white. Well, without you, that icon will never be a button. Without you fucking hitting that icon, it will never become a button. So I suggest you do that. Hit that button and be a fucking winner when it comes to this, when it comes to YouTube and this sneaker content, and when it comes to this genre. So tune in next time. In a couple of days, I'll be back in front of you with the same fit, but still looking so fucking amazing. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in a couple of days. But of course, I have to hit you with this. I had one of the ladies over a couple of days ago, relaxing, having dinner, having a great conversation. After dinner, we were done and we started watching some TV. As you know, we're on the couch, so she was just leaning up against me, of course. And she looks back and looks at me and says, "Mr. Wonderful, Floyd, you are too damn